Hold on to your hats, folks, because 2022 was a wild ride for the United States when it came to natural disasters. No jokes. From blizzards to tornadoes, wildfires to floods, Mother Nature did not fail to throw everything she's got with deadly consequences to make her mark. In this video, we'll take a closer look at some of the deadliest natural disasters to hit the U.S. in 2022. And the impact they've had on communities across the country. Buckle up and get ready, as it's about to be a roller coaster of emotions. First up, we have the tornadoes that struck the United States in April 2022. From April 4th to the 5th, the southeastern United States experienced a series of destructive twisters that left communities devastated in their wake. It was birthed by a powerful storm system that produced multiple tornadoes in the region, including some long-tracked and intense ones. Homes were flattened by an EF3 tornado in Bonaire, Georgia, while a massive EF3 tornado caused an emergency in Allendale and Sycamore, South Carolina. In Black Creek, Georgia, a ferocious EF4 tornado tragically claimed one life as it tore through several neighborhoods. And that's not all. Another EF3 tornado brought down countless trees in northeast Ulmer, South Carolina. These tornadoes caused over $1.3 billion in damages, and sadly, there were several fatalities. Straight-line winds caused trees to fall, killing one person each in Louisiana and Texas. Next up, we have Hurricane Ian, a beast of a storm that caused destruction and devastation as it swept through the United States in late September and early October 2022. This large tropical cyclone made landfall in western Cuba before heading towards central Florida, North Carolina, and South Carolina, leaving behind a trail of death and destruction. Ian's unrelenting winds, heavy rainfall, and coastal storm surges caused flash flooding that took the lives of approximately 160 people and inflicted widespread property damage. Ian even reached Category 5 hurricane status for a brief moment as it approached Florida, with maximum sustained winds clocking in at a staggering 140 knots. When it hit Florida as a Category 4 hurricane, Ian's winds still remain incredibly strong at about 240 kilometers per hour, making it the fifth strongest storm to ever strike the United States. And if that wasn't enough, preliminary estimates indicate that Hurricane Ian caused an astounding $50 to $65 billion in property and infrastructure losses, making it one of the most costly natural disasters in U.S. history. Next up, the insane North American blizzard of January 2022. It was a crazy snowstorm that hit the Atlantic coast of North America from Delaware to Nova Scotia. Imagine 2.5 feet of snowfall, blizzard conditions, and coastal flooding all in one go. The storm formed from the energy of a strong mid to upper level trough and turned into a low pressure area off the southeast United States on January 28. Then, it intensified quickly that night and traveled northeast parallel to the coast on January 29, bringing heavy snowfall blown by high winds to the east coast of the continent. The blizzard was so massive that it also moved inland in Maine, and its width meant it strongly impacted all three of Canada's maritime provinces. In some areas, mainly the coastal regions of New Jersey, Long Island, and Massachusetts, it was the first blizzard since the storm in January 2018. The storm was even given names like Blizzard of 2022 and Winter Storm Keenan. To make things even crazier, the storm was considered a bomb cyclone, as it rapidly intensified and barometric pressure dropped at least 24 millibars over a 24-hour period. Can you believe that? This was one storm that left a lasting impact on the Atlantic coast of North America. And last but not least, we have the Great Lakes winter storm that shook up parts of Pennsylvania, Ohio, and New York in November. This storm was a doozy. The highest recorded snowfall was a whopping 81.2 inches in Hamburg, New York. Unfortunately, at least 4 fatalities occurred, with 3 in New York and 1 in Indiana. The snowstorm started on November 16th and got even more intense thanks to the warm temperatures of Lake Erie. Winter weather advisories were issued for 6 states, and New York's governor declared a state of emergency for 11 counties. The storm really messed up transportation, with numerous flights canceled, road closures, and suspensions of bus services. By November 18th, around 8,000 customers were without power, and the storm was recorded as the 3rd snowiest November at Buffalo Niagara International Airport. Can you imagine all that snow? It's crazy to think about how much disruption it caused in just a few short days. Here's hoping that we won't have to deal with anything like that again for a while. Then, there was the crazy earthquake that hit Ferndale, California on December 20th, 2022. The quake was a magnitude 6.4 and struck at 10:34, causing major damage and chaos in Humboldt County, United States. Sadly, 2 people passed away due to medical emergencies involved with the earthquake, and 17 others were injured. It's heart-wrenching to know that emergency workers were unable to attend to them because ambulances were responding to other areas. One of the deaths was even related to a cardiac arrest. The damages were extensive. Several houses were damaged. There were numerous gas leaks and power outages in Rio Dell. 15 buildings collapsed or were severely damaged, including one that caught fire because of the tremors. About 100 people were displaced due to damaged homes. Glass windows in stores were shattered, homes were knocked off their foundations, and bricks toppled from their former Humboldt Creamery building in Loleta. Some businesses in Fortuna and Ferndale sustained damage to their storefronts and products fell. In total, up to 150 homes were damaged or destroyed due to the quake, with most of them in Rio Dell. It's wild to think about how much destruction one earthquake can cause. Let's hope that the people of Ferndale and Humboldt County can recover quickly and come back stronger than ever. While we can't control Mother Nature, we can take steps to prepare for these kind of events and minimize the damage they cause. From preparing emergency kits to evacuating when necessary, there are many things we can do to keep ourselves and our loved ones safe in the face of a natural disaster. Remember, folks, stay safe, stay prepared, and never underestimate the power of Mother Nature.